Welcome to Happiness Matters Podcast Edition. I'm Goddess Valentina, the Healing Goddess. I have a passion and quest to help anyone whose heart is open to receive enlightenment, love, and just a heartfelt message. I will continue to add to the universe light and inspiration for the people. When you feel better, you do better. Today I want to talk about something that's been very disturbing. It's something I've been dealing with for many years. And it's just come to become clarity. And I kind of get it now. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that's probably going through the same situation. If you are built with a very loving, giving heart, and selfishness doesn't play, you're not a selfish person, and you're very giving and loving. This country, I'm not going to say the world, because there's a lot of places in the world which are very loving, very community orientated, very people giving. But in this country here in the United States, there's a lot of selfishness, self-absorbedness, high egos. There's a lot of all of this energy going on. A lot of self-centeredness. And I always call it shitty behavior. If you are a very loving and unselfish type of person, people here can totally wreak havoc on you if you allow it. It's, I'm just like, if I show up in your life all the time, and if I'm always there, and I'm not talking about someone has a crisis and I'm always there. I'm just talking about supportive, if someone needs to, the phone to ring, I'll pick up the phone. I will listen to you. I'll let you unburden. I'll talk with you. I'll laugh with you. I'll cry with you. I will be there with birthdays and celebration, and, I will be there, to comfort and to lean support, Also, I'm just just do what is building merit, and it's being just, human, these are the things that humans need. And what I get in return is, it's interesting, because the good that I give, I get it in return from other places, and not necessarily from the people that I've given the good to. I think a lot of people might have experienced this also. So just know, and that component, doing good, continue to do good, because it always comes back as an even double fold. So that I can say that I'm always blessed in that area. But the issue is, it doesn't matter the people or whatever. If you're that superstar, if you're always an high achiever, they'll just, at work, they'll just constantly keep dumping on you until you burn out, And then it's like the selfishness of people can really break down an infrastructure. It's like small little pebbles that you throw, that they're constantly throwing at your infrastructure. They want to know all your stuff, and what's going on, but it's something that's major. They leave you out of it. Why? Why is this? But what I'm just saying, is it me? Is it something that I'm giving off? I'm just like, no, this is them. This is them and their selfishness. This is them and just not being a good person, not being a kind person. And there's a lack of moral compass here. People's moral compasses are very either lukewarm or very low. And people are so self-absorbed in what they're doing, and they never think of how, by me not doing this, what energy am I giving off? And then when you can talk to them about this, then they'll put this on you. It's never any accountability. Never. And it's just like, wow. You know what I mean? This is just so really just cryptic. And it wasn't until I went overseas and I went to my husband's country and I saw something amazingly different. I saw when you talked, your words mattered. Even if I didn't even speak the language, the little words I was able to say meant everything. My presence was so welcomed. If I do something from my heart, tears would fall of gratitude and thankfulness. What? Oh my God. I don't know if you guys witnessed this, but if you do something nice for somebody, they already feel that you have the upper hand. So they immediately do something good for you. So there's no kind of, you're over me. Like, you did something nice for me. Now I need to do something nice for you. What is that? Tit for tat? This is craziness behavior. It's so disgusting. I just wish that, I just wish that this culture was washed of all of this stuff, and the millennials and the children behind the millennials. I really like these group of people. They're really just not tolerating a lot of garbage. They really are not tolerating, and really like this group. I really, really like it. I'm glad that these breed of children are coming through, and they're just not tolerating any of this disgusting nonsense. I just have to say that, selfishness is an illness and a disease. There's a way of protecting and shielding yourself, but just common corruption and selfishness is so hurtful. I think selfishness hurts more than disgusting words. You know what I mean? Like when you need, say you need your friend or you need a family member and they're just self-absorbed in themselves and they just disregard you. But when you need them, they're not there. And it's just like, how does this work? How is your mind wired to think this is okay? I call it the walking zombies. Honest to God, I do. I call them the walking zombies. They're just vomiting their energy. They are being unconscious of what they're doing. And they don't want to be conscious, because if they become conscious, then they have to be accountable for their disgusting behavior. And my husband, he's been here in the country almost a year, and he is shocked at the people. He is shocked that there's not a loving people. He's just shocked that he's seen the hurtful selfishness of people. And he understands why, my cell phone doesn't even ring anymore. People tell me I'm too good of a person. People tell me that they don't want to do good. That, I'm just more worldlier than you or whatever. And it's not even about that. It's just like, this country needs people to wake up. Around the world, people are dying every day. We need more energy. We need more light angels, light workers, earth angels to come out of their cocoon and rise. Because we are powerful. We are powerful. And love is the highest frequency of it all. We see so much disgust that people just get turned off and become desensitized, become numb, and we shouldn't be desensitized and numb. We should have no tolerance for this. I'm really passionate about this message because I became spiritually sick. For the last 2 weeks, I've been battling with this, and I just said enough. And it is a lonely journey, and my husband, he's on the same path with me. He's just like, I just have you, and I have the people, in my country, and the love that they constantly give him on a regular basis. And their energy is so high and so radiant. When I go there, I never want to leave. Even if they're behind the times and it's a little bit more rugged, out there. But my soul is filled, But of course, I'm American and I'm spoiled with all of the things that we have here. So it's just like, Even if I can't speak the language, I am loved, I am cherished, and I feel cherished. And I feel that my voice matters. And it's so crazy. Like, you go to another country and you feel like your voice matters more than in United States. Like, that's insane. This is supposed to be the free world country, blah, blah, blah. No, it's a lot of snakish, shitty, selfish behavior. Materialistic, and so many people, I understand. I mean, get me wrong. I'm very, if I say this wrong, please forgive me. But the people who wear the goth makeup, not sure the whole thing about it, but I respect it. It's like, I'm not going to conform to what social norm says. I'm going to create my own image. This is my own thing, and I respect it. And I didn't understand it when I was younger, but I understand, these people are sensitive people, and they have a message, and they are being a warrior, and they're wearing their makeup. They're wearing, their dark colors, and it's for a reason. And to me, I don't even see darkness anymore. I see the light within them. I see them radiating, because enough is enough. And if you are a loving person and not a selfish person, you have to shield yourself. And even if it feels against the grain sometimes, you just have to know to give just enough and not too much more. Because the average person won't be able to handle it. And they're going to think that there's some type of thing behind what you're doing. And it could be the most kindest act of generosity. But you know what? Continue being yourself. Because at the end of the day, people don't really listen to your words. They look at your character. And they will always know that you are a loving, good-hearted person. And when you're not in their presence, they're going to say, you know what? So-and-so is a good, kind-hearted person. And that's what we want to do. We always want to exemplify the highest image of what we are working towards, or who we are. But we have to ensure that sometimes we have to walk away, and sometimes we have to have restraint, or else we could lose it all. We could get injured in the process. My husband told me, he goes, you have to pull back. You're giving too much. And you give too much, and they're going to take advantage of you. And I had to. And let me tell you, my heart, oh my God, my heart, I just want to run. If I hear something, I just want to help people, but I can't. There's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of stuff that makes sense. And I agree with a lot of stuff. So, I do take lots of long time of meditation, let my mind drift and see where it floats to. I don't put things in boxes like I used to. I just let things flow, and I observe, and I feel the energy behind things. And I think that's how we have to be, We are the very powerful ones, and we have a lot to give. And we have to make sure that we are not depreciating our supply, because we can. we can depreciate ourselves, and then we have nothing to give, right? And so we need to always be refueling through source, refueling through wisdom, things that makes us feel good, you know, music and poetry and writing and song and smells, fragrance, outdoors, exercise, meditation, prayer, all of the wonderful high energy things that are here for us to do. We should be doing them, and just connecting with yourself and know and true who you are, and stand up for yourself and say, you know what? A lot of people are selfish out here, and a lot of people are shitty, and I'm going to continue to be good, but I'm going to learn to have more restraint, and I'm going to know when to give and when I should pause. And I'm going to let the divine intelligence direct me on when I should go, when I should not go. Ask for that direction, ask for that leadership, and you will have it, And there was something that I read in, don't remember the guy's name, but he was a Reiki master. And he said, anything worth having is worth paying for. And if you give for free, people don't feel the value in it. And at first, I didn't want people to pay for things and stuff like that. And then I realized, why am I giving stuff away for people who don't really want this? Why am I giving things away? It's from the bottom of my heart. And I think of it as good, and it'll just sit and get dusty in someone's dresser somewhere. And it reminds me of Death Valley. There's years where there's no blooms, nothing. And then out of nowhere, it's super bloom, and there's bloom everywhere. It's a miraculous place, Death Valley. And you never know where your seeds will fall, and they'll blossom. So that's why, that was my philosophy of just giving and giving and giving. But you know what? I love things for free, and I see wonderful value in things for free, because if people are giving things free, even if you don't want it, people are going to take it, but I think it's very kind. People writing blogs, people doing YouTube, people doing podcasts, people just singing for free. Anything that they're giving for free, I find value in it. So anyone listening to this know that I find value in things for free. And it's only blessings when people do that. But, think about people paying for things because it means a value, it just shows me not to overgive. Be wise in the giving. Like, always give with a heart of cheer and love. And I'm going to do better in this area. I have pulled back a lot because my heart is super big. But, I was doing these messages for like a group of my friends or whatever. And I'm just like, you know what? I think they're getting tired of me, even though they said they appreciate the messages. But I'm like, listen, if you really want to listen to a message, here's my YouTube channel. You can go there. I'm not going to flood your text messages anymore. I'm just not going to just do all of that. Here's my stage for the world to hear. And if you want to listen, and if it's not just spoon fed to you, and you came and you really listened, then it really means something to you. People have to take the effort, and they have to go forward. I'm just tired of disabling people. I am of value, and what I give is very valuable. And being a loving, kind person, we all have our shadow work that we need to do. But doesn't mean that I'm weak. I am powerful. You are powerful. You understand? You are powerful also. But we're dealing with people that are extremely self-centered, extremely selfish, and see but choose not to see. And I do know I make people feel uncomfortable because I make people, just by my actions, I see something, people just stare at it, they're like zombie land, and I act. And it makes people have to feel, have to act, how to get involved. And a lot of people just want to just be drifters. And I want to be around the powerful and the elite of people that are not selfish, that are light walkers, that are earth angels. I want to be around those people because those people are loving, wonderful, kind human beings. And we all go through our own issues. Yes, we all do. But we know that we are called and we have a path. And we go on it and we do it. But we need to know how to conserve our energy and to ensure that we're not being pulled and depleted by energy vampires, selfish, really self-centered, disgusting people that need healing. And yes, I know light workers that just want to sprinkle healing everywhere, but it's a decision that people want to be healed or want light, want enlightenment. You know what I mean? And they have to do their part. We can't just constantly, try to force these people to do anything. It doesn't work that way. Because when you stop putting the energy forth, it dies. There was this wonderful doctor named Barbara G. Angelis, and she said, when you're in a boat, picture yourself in a boat and both of you are rowing. If you stop rowing, will the boat continue to row? And that meant a lot to me. It meant a lot to me. And I would put people in this boat, and I saw a lot of people not rowing. And I'm saying to myself, am I the only one that wants this? And I see the value in people. Maybe they don't even see the value in themselves. And I see the highest things in a person, even if they're all broken down. I see the radiance of light in them. And I'm so glad that I'm able to. And so, I've made more decisions on being more of a, with rolling with my husband and going through life. I do better when people don't hear from me that much, and I'm not so available. And then I come in and I'm so powerful, and then I make a difference. That they feel the power, they get the message, and they go on. And that's where I'm most powerful at. It's when we're just too available and it's just too easy. And that's when people they don't take you seriously, And people say, you never call me. And I'm just like, okay, well, you haven't called me either. So I'm not sure what that means. So are you saying that I manage this relationship? So are you saying that if I never call you, you're blaming me for the relationship failing? How does this work? How can you even say this? Are you really listening to what you're saying right now? Is this really coming out of your mouth? Like, oh my God, And sometimes we need to say things to wake people up. And people are like, huh? Yeah, are you listening to what you're saying? Are you really saying this to me right now? Do you really feel this way? Or are you just saying a whole bunch of bullshit? You know what I mean? It's always a reflection. People always want to reflect back on you because they don't want to look like they have failed. It's so shitty. Oh my God. Does anyone agree with this? Oh, I can't. I just can't. So I wanted to leave this message today because there's some really phenomenal people out here. And I just want to let you know that continue to do your work. Continue to be that light, but also have wisdom and don't let people drain you. People like to throw little bait at you they know that you're sensitive, or they know that in an area, or they know that something means a lot to you. So they'll say a few little things to get you talking. And then from there, they start unloading, unburdening, and draining your life force. And I'm telling you, have no tolerance for this. Having a friend, a true friend, you could count them on one hand and maybe on two fingers. And I tell people I have one friend, and that's my husband. But I know a lot of good people. And I do. I know a lot of good people. But a friend, there's different qualifications that comes from that. And most people are not invested, not to even think about it. Think about that. So anyway, this message has gone on. I could probably talk for like 2 hours about it, and I would never. Time is of the essence, and I hope that this enlightened you or lift you up a little bit or something. I'm just really passionate about this message today, and I just want to get it out. So anyway, please continue to be the wonderful light that you are, and know that there's someone here also, going through things like you, and know that there's a support system. So anyway, I have a shop called Happiness Matters. It's on Etsy.com, and it's Happiness Matters 88. I'm sorry, Happiness Matters 88, and the shop is called Etsy, and it's an energy healing shop. And I wanted to create a place for anyone, but especially light workers and earth angels that need to heighten their energy. They might have been drained. You guys might have been drained in the battlefield, helping people. And you might be pulling from your own energy and not from source because you're still learning, and you might be drained out. So this is a really great place to bring your energy back up, to bring your energy to high energy, to feel lighter, to feel energetic, to cleanse your auric field and your bio field of any residue, anything that you might accumulated in your healing. And it's a great, great, great place for light workers and earth angels. So anyway, take a look. It's really wonderful. And my clients have gotten huge healing benefits and doors open, and your frequency gets higher and you meet amazing people. So think about it. Think about it, and it would be nice. It would be an honor for me if you take a look. Even I'm not asking you to purchase anything, but just know that there's a shop that's created for you. A shop that's created for you, that I love you and I love the work that you're doing. And I wanted a place, a rest stop where you can go. And the site has high energy. It's very vibrant and bright. And to know that there is healing tools out there for light workers and energy workers. And earth angels. So anyway, thank you for listening. Happiness matters. Your happiness matters. And know that I'm with you. So I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.